So hello everyone, and welcome to Wines of Italy live stream. And I see that David is also here. I will click him in a while. So we have today at Wines of Italy live stream, we have Sara Trevisani from Podere Palazzo winery in Romagna. We also have Lynn Gaudi, and soon I will click in David too to say hello. Let's start by letting Sara present herself, and feel free to
share. Podere Palazzo is a little family winery in Romagna, Emilia-Romagna, in Italy. I live in US, but I work with my winery and my fantastic team in Italy, so it's okay. We can manage to move the wine and sell the wine in United States and in Italy too. Cesena is located in Romagna on the hill. We live on the top of the hill, but very near on the sea, Adriatic Sea. So it's an amazing place for the wine. We live on the breeze of the sea every day in the night. A lot of sun because we are in the center, very same latitude to Tuscany. And so I suggest to come in Emilia-Romagna. Is a very good place to have a holiday. There are a lot of hill with castle and with historic place. So this is my region.
Okay, so let's see if Lynn will also present herself, and then I will click in Davide so he can also say something. Is it okay?
Okay.
Lynn?
Well, I'm Lynn Gaudi. Yes, I'm Lynn Gaudi, and I am with for the Harvest. And I've been working with Katarina on a variety of items, including to help to promote various in social media. And I actually hooked up with Davide, who she will click in soon at Vin Expo here in Bordeaux. And we're introduced to Davide and his company, the Enoica Group, winery is with as well. I'm presently living in Bordeaux, France. Here with my husband. We're both studying wine, and just found out we're going to be here another 3 years. So I'm very excited about that and continuing to do the work I'm doing here. Yes. So thanks, Katarina.
You're welcome. Okay, so if you want to come in and you make some questions later on, just let me know. Just send me a message.
Okay.
So I'm going to click you out, and I'll click in Davide. Okay. Hello, Davide.
Okay. Ciao Katarina, ciao Sara.
Ciao.
Hi everyone. Thanks so much for this important occasion we have to present the winery Podere Palazzo. Thanks Sara to be here with us. She's the owner, and I am here as a export manager of Enoica. Enoica, as we said before, is a group of wineries from boutique wineries from different Italian region, and Podere Palazzo also is part of Enoica group. And we are here to understand better that Sara can explain us more about her winery. So let's start.
Okay, Sara. So do you want to continue saying something about the area, the specific soil, and what is particular about the area where your winery is situated? Because I know it's very close to Cantina Braschi, but
yes, we have a lot of hill, not very high hill, and so in one you can find Braschi, and in one you can find Podere Palazzo. It's a clay soil, so it's amazing for the wine. Sometimes we have some problem with the water because it can grow very fast, but it's okay. And we had most of the wine, the oldest vine on the south, and we made the new part on the north. But for now is good. We have some plant very old, and for this I can introduce a part of our project, because we want to continue to maintain the best of our plant. So every year we send the plant in a special place, and they can remake it, the same plant, and we plant every year like 500 plants, so we can keep all the plantation in the good convenient spot, I can say. And we did especially with Ramato. We have a very old wine. The oldest plant are 40 years, and is a special Trebbiano. Trebbiano is a white wine from our region, no super evaluated, but very good. And this is special because they call Ramato della Fiamma. That means Ramato is like with the fire, or a little bit red, because it is the grapes are very big, and most of the time in summer they become orange. So they call it this special name. We keep to do this with the wine with this kind of grapes, because we like it, because I have very amazing taste and full body. And so we work at this project for a while, like 3 or 4 years. Is our white wine, but produced like a red wine. So it's something for this.
Because it is very structured, even if you also age it in oak, I think. But
we age it for 18 months on the tonneau, and French tonneau that we bought every year, super controlled. And we aged over 6 or 8 months in bottom after. But it's very, the body is very full, it's super strong. And you can test fruit like a peach, yellow flower, you can have honey, you can test something very, from our region, very strong. So we are very proud of this kind of wine.
Well, that's, I mean, it is a very interesting wine. I didn't know anything about it, I must say, before. So I'll just drop the link to your website in the comments. For me, it was a new experience because I knew about the Trebbiano, but I didn't know about this specific Trebbiano. So it was something new last month when I tasted the wines, which was interesting. So I just want to say that Lauren is here from Florida, who is another follower of ours. So if you want to ask any questions to Sara, you can just drop them in the comments below. So I don't know, do you want to continue to talk about some more about the terroir? Do you want to talk more about the grapes and the wines? What do you prefer, Davide? Sara?
We do another very amazing project with Davide, and we decided to produce sparkling wine. So we joined the 2 wineries together, and every winery, Braschi and Podere Palazzo, made a wine, special wine. So the name of the project is Terramossa, because it's a sparkling. And we start to produce the first Terramossa one is from Sangiovese grapes.
Yeah.
Braschi produces the Blanc de Blanc from Trebbiano. Davide, you can explain. And now
Yes.
we start the number 3 is a classic. So we start to make a real. And after we have another one from Roski too. So we want to complete for now our line in 4 Terramossa, 4 Brut, 1 from Sangiovese, 1 Blanc de Blanc, 1 classic method from Sangiovese, 1 classic method from Blanc de Blanc.
For those, because I think Lauren had these wines to write in the article. It's true, Lauren, no? You had those wines, the Terramossa, for the October article, I think. But there was a question who asks if we go back to the Trebbiano and Ramato, if this is your most popular wine or if it's the Sangiovese di Romagna.
It's something that we do very, very small amount every year. It's just our special thing. We produce like I don't know, 250 or 300 bottles for a year, no more.
Okay. So let's click in. I think Davide disappeared, so let's click in Lynn if she wants to. So if we go back to the to Terramossa, I dropped the link also in the comments. So for those who doesn't know that Braschi and Terramossa and Podere Palazzo actually works together under this Enoica group. I don't know, should you explain perhaps that Terramossa is, like you said a bit, that it's a new project together to make sparkling wines, right?
Yes.
So is there anything more to say about that? Or Lynn, do you have any comments? Because you also tried the Terramossa wines, right?
I'm sorry, did you say that the name of it is Famosa?
Terramossa.
Terramossa, the sparkling wines. You tried them, right? Do you have anything to add?
No, I did not.
No, you didn't. Ah, okay. So
quite new. Nobody knows.
No, nobody knows about the Terramossa wines, which are I think I only had.
Start to try,
Yes. No. I only had one of them. I can't remember which one it was. Was it the Famoso, perhaps? No.
Probably you have the Blanc de Blanc, Terramossa too. The one is quite particular because it's rosé, because it's from Sangiovese.
Yeah.
And but they are both Charmat method. So now we will go out with the new number 3 in a couple of months.
Okay. So if we go back to Podere Palazzo, and then we can come back if somebody has any questions. Lauren, if you have any questions about the Terramossa wines, because I think you might have tasted them, we can go back to that. So I wanted to ask, like, if you could tell a bit about how did you come to own a winery? Because I know that you're not in the in the project with your main activity is not really winemaking.
No, I'm an architect and I worked for 12 years in my family company as a communicator manager. So it was not my thing, but I was very interested to wine, and I started to make some sommelier course because I want to know more. We bought the 25 years ago, we bought this house on the top of the hill with a lot of 10 acres of wine, but we didn't know how to manage. So we rent all the acre to another guy who has a winery. And after 3 years, we started to test the wine, and it was very good, very good. So it became very passionate for me, and you cannot stop to think, to try, to project something. And after a few years, we went to the market. But we have a very, very good team home, consulting and everything. So we can have a lot of force to help us. We are not If not, it will be crazy. But now it's better.
So or you knew each other since before? Or how did you start the collaboration with Cantina Braschi and Vincenzo and Davide?
We met together for we were looking for somebody who can help us to sell the wine and help us to build a new network for us, because if you produce a very quality wine, you need to work a lot on the winery. So it was no easy to manage everything. So we contact Davide and Vincenzo. I call Moki because it's his nickname, but it's not, I'm not allowed to say.
No problem.
And, they have a very, very good network. So we and we like the project to connect more small winery with a high quality together to sell high quality product, because in the market now you can find wine everywhere, every single bottle for each price, but we want to find something that can illustrate better our quality. We spend a lot of time to think about and to project and to work on the quality of our wine. So we want to have somebody who can help us to see this.
So I think Lynn had a question about Lynn. You had a question, right?
Yes, I did. I'm curious. I understand that Podere Palazzo is organic.
Yes.
And I'm curious, was it organic when you purchased it, or did you convert at some point?
We start to convert a couple of years ago, but we didn't make any big transformation about our winery, because we believe that if you want to be want to have a very high quality, you need to work very high quality on the plant. So we were very organic from the beginning. The only exchange is the paperwork. So we are almost done with all the transformation. It took in Italy, it took 3 years to make all the paperwork. They need to control everything, certificate everything. So after, you can write directly organic in your label.
Cool. So I was thinking, did you have any more questions, Lynn, about
Yes, actually, I do. I know that your agronomist is an advocate for sustainability and that biodiversity. And are there certain things that you do in your vineyard along the lines of, biodiversity, sustainability?
Yes, it's very. He's thinking in this way very strong. So most of the time we experiment in our winery something new, something different. Like last year we planted favino and we make this organic grass near the wine. It's something that helps. But if you don't have a very good management of the canopy of the wine, you cannot have a very quality grapes at the end. So we work a lot. We have hand-picked harvest everywhere. We do 3 times, not just one, because we choose every grapes every time. So it's a very long job. But if you do a good job on the site, you have good quality of the wine directly, and you don't need to do a magic trick on the winery, because everything is plenty good.
Thank you.
So are you kind of natural, organic? I mean, not organic, I don't know how you say, only in the vineyard, but also in the wine cellar?
No, in both. But you need to start to do a lot of work in the
Yeah.
It's cost that I cannot hide that it costs a lot, because you have a worker with the hand that they need to do all the job and pass 3, 4, 8 times in the same plant for the year. But it's painful. It's something that you don't regret at the end of the year.
No, because I was visiting another winery here in Tuscany, and they're also organic actually since '96. But he said that they were not organic or natural in the wine cellar in the beginning. But even if you of course have to have really good grapes and high quality, but still it made a huge difference when they became also natural in the wine cellar. So that's why I was asking. So another question that Lauren has, who has tasted the Braschi wines and the Terramossa, as I said before. She also wrote an article about Braschi, Cantina Braschi. So she asks, because she says that she likes this way of the Enoica coordinating the efforts. So she asked, how do you develop a single sales strategy that works for all the wineries?
We don't have a very big area to sell just for our winery. We are very local, and just because I am in the United States, I start to approach the Texas. So because for sale you need to be present, you need to go there, especially in every restaurant. You need to do a wine dinner, you need to do a test of everything. So you need somebody who can stay there and trust you, believe in you, and work. So I do in the United States by myself. We have a very good guy in Italy, but we do just locally in Emilia-Romagna, not very far. For the other part, they go with Enoica. Davide can manage.
I think Davide might be the one to explain that, how they develop the strategy. I don't know if you want to explain in the comments, or if you want to jump in again, Davide, you can decide. You can also do it in a while if you want. Yeah, so we were talking about, before I asked about this, we were talking about the organic, and also that you are very kind of how do you say, careful with this to have a good product. Do you want to say something more about this, Lynn? Because I know you were interested in that part.
Yeah. It's interesting to hear just how people are evolving their winery operation, their vineyards into more organic. And actually, along those lines, I'm curious, with climate change, it's getting generally warmer, although we have experienced some very interesting storms and wetter weather. What are you seeing on your property there at your winery? Are you, for instance, having to harvest your grapes earlier? Do you see any challenges because of the changes in climate?
Oh, this year was quite strong for us. It was a super dry summer in Italy, most of the Europe. We helped in some way, but it was very difficult this year. So at the end, we collect less than what we're thinking. Oh, it was not the best of our average this year. But you cannot contrast a lot the forecast. They are every summer is a surprise. Some summer 2 summers ago we were raining every day. This summer no raining at all. So we try to do our best, but we need to be prepared just in time, because it's something that you cannot plan. So we just this summer, just to understand, we decide to give water directly to each plant, but because we need to work during the day, we did in the night. So all the workers make a shift. work in the night to give water 7 liters for each plant every night for a month.
Okay.
So it's something that we just try to do our best in the correct moment, but it was super a lot of work this summer.
Okay.
But we hope that the wine can be amazing because you can test the work.
Yes.
We don't know again.
Okay.
I wanted to ask something completely else also, because I know that you also, the white wines, you age a lot in oak too. And often I realize in Italy you don't use that much oak for white wines. So is that a vision of yours, or how come that you think that it's better for the Trebbiano to give more structure, or?
Yeah, we just have our the white grapes that we have is Trebbiano, Bombino Bianco, so very locally grapes.
Mm.
Something strange. We have we have some Chardonnay, but not so much. So we think that the new Tonneau every year, just for a few months, can help the white wine to have the structure correct. As you know, we use the new barrel for the white wine after we pass to the red wine for a couple of years. And but we just change from barrel to Tonneau because we want to keep smooth the wood inside the wine, and we don't want to test it so much. So we prefer the Tonneau instead to have the barrel. But we buy French oak barrel Tonneau every year.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that. But it actually works. I think with Ramato della Fiamma, it works because it becomes something very structured, but yet very, very elegant or smooth.
You know the tricky and the history of the Ramato? We move in a new winery and we have all the barrel in a new place. And we found after 1 year, one barrel alone in an angle, completely full of wine, and we didn't know why it was there. It was supposed to be empty, it was full. So we forgot.
Ah, okay.
We forgot for a year, and after our winemaker opened the barrel and he found this amazing change and say, okay, we discover sometimes the good idea born from from a tricky part.
True. Okay, so I thought it was something very kind of thought through, but in the end it was just by chance. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's true, Lauren. A happy accident.
Happy accident. Sometimes. Hi. My husband.
Yes. Do you have anything else to ask about this? Did you taste the Podere Palazzo wines, Lynn, or?
No, I did not. I did not, and I would love to. I understand that you do a passito, and then you're also doing a lambrusco.
No.
No. Okay.
But you have the lambrusco grapes, no?
No, we have a little part of lambrusco, but we don't do lambrusco in alone. We have a red blend, but not.
But you're making a passito, yes?
Yes, it's called Pelite, and is Albana, and it's very nice. It's sweet, but not sweeter, not so much. It's my favorite, but you don't. I cannot say. But at the end of the with my dinner, I love to have a glass of passito.
And perfect for the holidays coming up.
Yes, for the holiday and with cheese. It's difficult for me. Don't drink a lot of passito during the holiday, especially if you open the bottle. You cannot let the bottle open in the fridge.
That is true. That
Yes.
is true. Passito is always good to have it.
Yeah, but if you open, I just drip, and it's finished in a couple of days. And come on, I love a passito very cold, so I keep in the fridge. It's not for everybody. Sometimes they love a little bit warm, but it's different taste.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else on this, Lynn? Because I know that you're curious on all these things.
Yes,
so which wine is the most? I mean, I guess it's the Sangiovese you sell the most. The Sangiovese.
Yes,
Romagna.
Yes. We Sangiovese is our best seller. We do the Riserva. They call Augusto. It's very aging wine. Is more than 3 years stopped in the winery, so 18 months on the tonneau and 8-10 months in the bottle, and is 100% Sangiovese. And we do the Superiore, Sangiovese Superiore, all are DOP, but 100% Sangiovese. In this moment, we sell a lot of pure grapes Sangiovese.
Yeah, because that's the new trend, no? To have 100%.
Yeah, they prefer more the pure, I think, in this fashion age.
But if you compare between locally and between the US, do you see that there are differences, I guess, in taste and in trends? Or?
Yes, in US, they love, if they love the wine, they like Sangiovese, especially the Riserva. But it's very important wine, very full body, very rich. So most of the time in the restaurant, they prefer on a glass a blend, a mixed blend. So we use our blend. We have Sangiovese, Petit Verdot, Merlot, and this is our blend that we can sell more in the US, but just for a glass. So it's very depends of which kind of dinner do you want. If you want a light dinner with a glass of wine, and probably you just have the blend. If you want something more, and they will remember you, they try to have the pure Sangiovese. They ask me.
How much of your wine are you exporting to the United States, Sara? And also, do you export to other countries?
We have some other country, not so much. And I started in US like 10 years ago.
Okay.
It's not easy to understand all the way to distributor in the United States. So it took me a lot of time to find the import, the distributor, and everything. But now it's good. In United States, every state is different. So now I start with Texas, and after or Seattle and other big city, but I didn't start everywhere. It's impossible for me. We are very small winery too, and I cannot. You need to travel a lot. I can travel, but not so much like this.
Sure.
True. So if you then see since you started producing wine more continuously, do you see any changes in trends for how you make wine? I mean, the choice in how to age them, in what to choose. I mean, because I guess, I don't know, do you see that like now there's more a trend of 100% Sangiovese, the use of tonneau?
Yeah, we don't.
Do you see that it has changed, or?
we make a lot of change, but we didn't follow a lot of the fashion style, because every year they change. Every year the guide change the idea of the wine. So we do what we like. We do what we drink. Especially, we drink only Podere Palazzo at home, so we love our wine. We change a little bit, yeah, from the barrel to the tonneau for the aging. We change some blend to make more what we want. So we change the percentually of some wine or the other one. Sangiovese is just, we want to do better, better, and better. So it's not a big change. It's what we like to do and what we want to do.
No, I mean, that's understandable. I was just asking in general because there seemed to be a bit of a change in trend in Italy in general now. So I was just thinking if it had any influence on your winemaking too.
It's something, but it's not very. It's very. We change it just if we follow that is the best of for the wine. So every change is make it is. And it took a lot of time. You can have the result about what you change on the land in 3-4 years. So it's very slow, every change that we can make it.
Yeah. Okay.
It took a lot of time.
I was just answering a message from Davide, so sorry that I seemed a bit distracted because he has to go out, so he wanted to write a message to all of you. Do you have anything to add here, Lynn?
I'm curious, with regard to Sangiovese, you said it was your most popular wine. Which clone are you using? Are you using the Sangiovese Romagna clone, or which one?
Yes, we have the Romagna clone, and now we start to have the doc about Cesena. So it's very specific doc of our region and our clone. And we changed the winery, the land a couple of times. So we have the plantation now is one part is very old. You can see is longer, is bigger, but is with the wood is very different. And the new one is a little. The system is a little bit new, and we have more plant, so it's very well organized.
Okay. How old are the vines on your older plants? How old are the vines?
40.
40. Oh wow. Okay.
40, and but every year we do this little change, and we do the new wine. They make the new wine, and we plant the new wine. So we don't have a big transformation about a part of the land, but we introduce the new plant every year. So we can keep it, the production well, and the plant can go each other better, in a better way.
Okay.
We don't want a very strong approach.
Yes.
Very, very demanding or very big approach. We want to stay little and small and.
Well, that's. I think that's also good if you want to have a kind of high quality. It's also, and to be organic in everything. It's also easier to stay small, I think, because it's not.
I don't know if it's the better. It was working for us, so we continue in this way. We have a very good result in time. It took a lot of time compared to other system, but for us it's the best for now. And we have a lot of recognize of the people in what we do, so we want to continue like that.
Yeah, no, I've noticed. So I'm just going to shortly put a message. Sorry for blocking your faces, all of us, but because David just wrote a message that he has to go and get his son, I think, at the gym or something. So he says that he will.
Yeah, the kids
come back later on. Or I don't think so, but so people are dropping in and dropping out a bit here. So I don't know. I think there's not that many questions tonight, except for I think Lauren is here. She made some questions. So let's just continue, and then we'll see who jumps in. For those of you who just joined now, I see there was some people coming in now. So we're talking to Sara Trevisani from Podere Palazzo Winery. I'm Katarina from WinesOfItaly LiveStream, and we also have Lynn here from Savor the Harvest blog. So we're talking about wine in Romagna, and they're doing the Sangiovese di Romagna, which we were talking about now, and they also do Ramato della Fiamma, which is a typical Trebbiano of Romagna. So I was thinking, should we talk a bit about wine and food pairing?
Oh, yes.
Because I
we
know
love food.
Food is big in Emilia-Romagna in general, and wine
Food
too.
is
So
very our specialty in Emilia-Romagna. We love eat everything and everywhere. For this reason, when I come back home, they are 5 or 6 pounds every month that I collect, but it's okay. Yes, especially
when you go there, it's one long party all the time. It's difficult to get away from the food and from the wine. So,
but even if we do meeting for work, we stay on the table and we eat, we drink. So it's something that in our DNA. So you cannot stop. We cook a lot.
It's fun, but it's tiresome when you're not used to it. Not tiresome, but it's like, you get this non-stop eating and drinking, but it's fun. I told Lynn about this a lot, and she was like, really? I was like,
yes.
When I go to Romagna, it feels like, all day long, it's like eating, chatting, and drinking.
We're eating a lot. We love carbo. I know. And,
but I was thinking for those who will watch this later on too, I don't know, do you want to say something typical about your area in Romagna? Because I know Emilia-Romagna is food in the whole region, but also Romagna is very particular. I don't know if you would like to give some examples for your wines. Nothing.
We found a new pair this year with the Ramato, the wine that we introduced before, because usually even if the white wine is very rich and the body is very full, we use it like a red one. So we can drink the Ramato and we can eat meat. But we discovered that it's amazing with some fish. Oh. We use it, we have near Cesena, there is a Comacchio Valley, the valley with the hill. Mm-hmm. Especially fish, very long, and it's very fat fish, amazing fish. And we just have a combination of both with the Ramato and the hill on the grill. It was amazing. I can tell you. This was quite new for us. We didn't pair before.
And can I ask you, the Ramato is the Trebbiano, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And we eat a lot of meat and meat from a lot of kind of animal, like from pig to deer. So with everything, usually we use the Sangiovese, because Sangiovese can modular with all the kind of meat, and especially with the wild, we use a very strong wine. With the wild meat, like for a deer or for something, I don't remember the name, the wild pig that we have.
The wild boar.
White pig?
Cinghiale.
Oh, the boar. A boar.
A boar.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think as in Tuscany, Sangiovese, also in Romagna, I think is perfect with wild boar.
Yes. We marinate the meat too. When we cook a brasato, so it's a meat that cook a lot of hour with the wine. We cook with the same wine. So we cook with the Augustus. We keep the flavor of the wine, and after you can join the wine to drink. It's quite good.
Cool.
And pasito everywhere.
Yes.
I told you, I cannot stop to drink pasito.
I still have to try that one.
Do you have a traditional dessert that you drink with pasito?
Oh, we do a couple of ciambella, a couple of dessert. They are like a cake, not super dry, not the very with a whip or something like that, but cake. And we use the same cake in the morning or in the night just for dessert. So ciambella with pasito is something that you can have it for dessert for long.
When I lived in Bologna, I ate a lot of ciambella.
Yes, is the classic cake that you eat in the morning and in the night, because it's you can have in the milk and the pasito as well.
Yes, true. Well, I think those are good examples. Anything more to ask?
And I bet you could. Actually, with regards to sponge cake, some of the pasito in Portugal.
I think you were disappearing a bit, Lynn.
Okay. I'm wondering if you can pour some of the pasito on top of the cake.
Yes, inside and cook a little bit. It's the pasito have a very strong flavor of fruit marmalade. So he keep and going on the spongy cake.
Okay,
cool. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the things because we also already talked about your presence abroad. I think you asked a bit about that, Lynn, before. So for those who want to find you... okay, Lynn has a question here. So she would like to pair the Terramosa sparkling wines with Thanksgiving dinner.
Usually we use the Terramosa with the appetizer. It's both. It's a brut. And so you can use it at the beginning of the dinner with the appetizer everywhere. Sometimes I like to drink if I have a dinner of fish, even during the dinner without any change. So with some pasta or fish on the oven, I like the sparkling, but it's my taste. And sometimes they use it for the dessert too. So it's very 360 wine, and so you can use it in both. It's not sweet, so it's brut, is sick.
I think you can also have it all dinner long. I mean,
yes,
not with things.
They say if you start with bubble, you need to stay with bubble. I don't know if it's true, but I like it.
True.
If you start with the champagne, it can be a long night.
Yes. So were you happy with the answer, Lauren? Otherwise, just feel free to ask something more. So I think for those who wants to find your wines in the US, then you are only in Texas now, or you're also in other...
Yeah, from now, from Texas, I send the wine in some specific location, in most of the state. In other states, it's super difficult to arrive. But from Texas, we will send everywhere. And in Italy, with Noica or with our website, we can send as well.
Okay, good to know. So, Lynn, do you have anything to add? Because I think we can round it up otherwise.
Sure. One thing I am curious about, I noticed, Sara, that your website right now for the winery is just in Italian. Do you see any need in the future to also be able to have an English component to the website?
Yes, we're working on. We changed just 2 months ago the website. Now we change everything about the mail. We are technological disaster on, but the social media they are super fast for us. So social media and website is something that we need to spend more time. We need to adjust a little bit better, but probably we have some very good connection in South America too. So we will have the website in Italian, English, and Spanish.
Okay.
Oh, fabulous. That's great.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
No,
very
I like
cool.
the website a lot because it's very clear and it's like, it's very easy to navigate. So I think it's
Yeah,
it's
we make it easy for us.
Yes. So do you have anything you want to add that you think everybody should know more about Podere Palazzo or
I hope.
yeah, I
I
hear there's a pretty good translator in Florence. Yes.
I know somebody.
Me too.
I know
Guilty
somebody
as charged, yes.
But
My
super,
day job is a translator, so
he's super busy.
True. No, it's okay. Thanks, Lauren, for the PR. Okay, Lynn, do you have anything to add? Because otherwise I would say that we're...
Linda, you need to try our wine, so I will send you in Bordeaux.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. It's very easy from where you are.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, so thank you, Sara, and I just want to say that next Tuesday I will not do a live stream because there will be another wine blogger, wine influencer that I will go out with. I think Kelly Mitchell from California, actually. So I don't think I will have time for the for the live stream. But we'll be back on the 17th with the winery from Le Marque. Again, Le Marque is coming strong lately here. So I will get back with more information about that. So thank you, Sara, again. It was very nice that you wanted to to do this live stream with me and with Lynn. And I hope to see you sometime also in person and to try more of your wines. Thank you, Lynn, also for jumping in. And also Lauren says...
And I hope to meet you, Sara.
Yes, me too. Very soon.
So also Lauren says thank you to Sara and to Lynn and everyone. There wasn't that many other questions today because I think the people were a bit shy and they were jumping in and out a bit. So, but the stream will be up, so everybody who wants can go in and watch it. And I will also add it to the article about Podere Palazzo tomorrow. So for anyone who wants to go and watch this live stream, they can. So thank you all for joining us today with Sara and Lynn, and also David, who was here before. I'm Katarina, as I said before, and you can find me on my blog at greatwineadventures.com. And for those of you who wants to read more about Podere Palazzo, you have the links in the comments below. So thank you again, and ciao ciao.
Bye.